Hey cuties, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Vanessa. I'm so excited to be back. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I apologize for that. Honestly, all I could really say is I'm not trying to be like lazy or anything, but sometimes I just like don't feel it in my heart to post a video. So I'm so sorry that sometimes like I like take forever to post something, but please know that I do appreciate everyone's follow and people who like listening to me speak about random things. So I'm excited about today's video. I'm going to be talking about 5 things, like the five ways in which eloping is better than having a big wedding. So if you're interested, keep watching. I do want to preface this video by saying that I'm not opposed to having a huge wedding. I eloped or whatever. I'm not opposed to a big wedding. Like, if you could afford it, do it. This is just like my perspective on how eloping is better than having a wedding. Okay, so let's start. The first one is, yeah, you don't have to invite a lot of people. I think that's awesome. It's especially like elopements usually are sometimes just the spouses and then maybe like immediate people, like immediate family or a couple friends. Sometimes it could be as low as like 4 people, 20 people. It really depends on how small of a circle that you want. So it's nice, like you don't have to worry about inviting so many people and, you know, worrying about like, are they coming? Are they RSVPing? Like, do we need to get them a plate? Like, how many like favors do we need to order? Like, you literally just have to worry about you and your spouse and if you decide to invite like a small little party. So that's the first one. Second one is you save a lot of money. This was one of the biggest factors for my husband and I when we got married is I just didn't want I didn't want to have a lot of people there who I don't really see all the time. That's why we just had like a huge engagement party in my parents' backyard. So our venue was the backyard for the engagement party. And honestly, the engagement party itself felt like a wedding. But I feel like when you have a huge wedding, the venue, like the day of and the venue is what costs so much money. So like paying for that whole venue and then like all the food that comes with it, like what kind of packages you do, like are you going to do open bar or cash bar, and then, you know, hiring the DJ, the photographer, like all the money that goes into throwing like a big ass party at the event, which one is awesome. I've been to so many amazing weddings. Like my cousin Liz had one of the most beautiful weddings I've ever been to. It was so fun, but I can only imagine how stressful it might have been to make all those deposits, finish paying the invoices, trying to find all those people. So in general, you're just going to save a lot of money and time. Speaking of time, number 3, you have time to focus on your spouse. I feel like a lot of people, like the day of their weddings, unless you're like really, really doing well with time management, you don't really have time to actually talk to your spouse besides like those moments that are choreographed, like your dance or the vows that are like written, or maybe just when you're eating. But like I've been to a lot of weddings, especially if you're like Hispanic, like you have to greet everyone, you have to say hello to everyone. Maybe there's someone that you haven't seen since college that's like you're really close to them, but you haven't seen them since college, so obviously you're gonna want to catch up a little bit. Or like family that flew in from Mexico or for wherever you're from, you know, people that haven't seen in high school. Like it's just so many people that you have to like make sure you greet, and then you got to make sure that like everything goes well. And I just feel like that day should be about just the two of you. Like when my husband and I, we had the engagement party, we literally didn't talk the whole night to each other because like we had so many people flying from different countries and cities and states that we like didn't want to be rude and like, damn, they flew all this way to come see us, like we wanted to go see them. Like I literally had to call my husband. I'm like, where are you? Can you sneak up to the front and like let's eat a little dessert together before people grab the dessert. Like he's who I really wanted to spend the day with, and I didn't get to. So just from my perspective, I feel like the biggest one is that you get to in an elopement, you get to really focus on them. So the day that we had our courthouse wedding where we eloped, it was just us two. My parents were there and his parents were there, but like I felt like we really got to chat and we got to drive there together and we got to do it together. It was really nice. It was very small, and we got to actually conversate and like, oh my God, can you believe we're getting married? Like it was really nice. We didn't have to really worry about what other people were saying. So the 4th one, this is a pretty big one, is because you're saving a lot of money, you have the opportunity to do like 2 to 3 things. So the biggest ones for me is you have the opportunity, instead of paying all that money for your venue or whatever, like let's say you had to throw down 30,000, those 30,000 can go towards like a down payment for a house. I know that we're living in a crazy world right now and housing is really crazy, so maybe like you might need more for a down payment in a house right now. But like, let's say you could get, instead of spending 30 to 40, 50 on a wedding, depending on like how extravagant it is, you could put that down on I don't know, down payment for like a house or a car, or like helps you pay off debt or whatever. But you also could do like a longer honeymoon. Like I know a lot of people just do like a few days like at a beach resort or whatever. My husband and I decided, and since we have been together, we've decided that like traveling is very important to us. We want to see the world and we want to learn more about like different cultures, different types of food, just like different everything, different types of people. So we decided that because we were having just a courthouse wedding, like not an actual wedding, we thought it would be really cool to do 3 weeks in Europe. So we did a few days in London, a few days in Paris, and then we went to Milan, and then we finished up in Rome. So it was like 2.5 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks that we just got to like really relax, and we got to experience each country and be a tourist. And obviously 2.5 weeks in Europe is a lot of money. Flights, train rides, all the food, the hotels that we stayed at like 4 different hotels. And I know people do Airbnbs or hostels, but like we still wanted to feel like fancy for our honeymoon, so we like were able to like afford staying at hotels and, you know, eating at like a nice restaurant every now and then, just because we had the money. We didn't feel like we were like super behind. We also had a honeymoon fund at our engagement party, and we were able to like raise a couple thousand, and that really helped a lot. So yeah, I do think that like down payment for a house, or like a longer honeymoon, or even just like saving up money so you guys can travel or whatever it is that your goals are, I think that's really cool. Okay, and the last one that I think would be awesome, and I don't think I've ever seen this, like, because I've been reading a lot of articles like pros and cons for a wedding and elopement, is photos. So I feel like when you go to a wedding, like obviously like you want to get a picture with the bride and the groom, and then like you got to take a, but I'm assuming like as the bride and groom, you have to take a picture with your parents, like your grandparents if you have them, tios and tias, and like all your cousins and like coworkers who show up, other family members, friends, neighbors. Like you have to take pictures with everyone. And I feel like sometimes it feels rushed, or maybe you're just like, let's get it over with, you know? And I feel like if you hire a photographer for your elopement, if you happen to do that, my husband and I did that. It was really nice. We decided to do it the day after a courthouse wedding, and a friend from college did it. Shout out to Gina Photography. She's amazing. Yeah, we just like wore the same outfit that we wore to the courthouse the day before, and we like went downtown and we just took pictures, and it was just us two, and our pictures came out like really nice, and we didn't have to worry about like being in a rush or having to take a picture with everybody. Obviously, like at my engagement party and at the courthouse, we took pictures with like friends and family who were there for us. But like just having that time to just be us and really focus on the beautiful poses, like our pictures came out so beautiful. And yeah, I think having times for photos, and like for photos not feeling rushed or fake, or like, oh fuck, I gotta take a picture with my tia that I had to invite. I love all my tias, but I'm just saying, like I have to take a picture with so and so from high school that I had to invite because my mom really wanted me. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. I feel like your photos won't feel fake or rushed. It'll feel like really like true and genuine. So yeah, those are my top 5. Don't have to invite a lot of people. You save a lot of money. I have notes. That's why I'm looking down. Time to focus on your spouse. Opportunity to put down like a down payment, or longer honeymoon, and photos. All right, cuties. I hope you liked the video. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.